Hi, this is James Brains with the Brains Report, and this is my army of robotic vacuums. I've tested dozens of them through the years, and this is just what I happen to have on hand right now. That's over there, that's Stella, that's Frank, George, Francis back there, Rupert, Rufus, Dorothy, Doris. If you get those people mixed up, they get angry. They're like people to me. Beatrice, Gladys, and right here we have Gertrude is her full name. I have meticulously programmed each of these to go off on 1 minute increments, and I'm going to talk about each one of them as they start. Hopefully it doesn't get too loud. I put them all on their quietest mode, but it probably will get too loud, and so I may yell at you a little bit so you can hear me. I plan on using all these robots to smite my enemies and to just do good in the world. I don't know how exciting this is going to be. I have a feeling it involved a lot more work than it was worth. Tonight I think we're going to put some balloons and knives on them and have them battle it out. So subscribe to the Brains Report YouTube channel to check out that video. What else do I want to tell you before we get started? I apologize for how messy it is in here. That's just how my life is. I'm a messy guy, and that's why I need this many vacuums. What else? I might have to help some of these along the way because of how they're all kind of piled in here. They're not really designed to go over wires and that sort of thing. But we'll see how it goes. I think the first one should be starting here in about 10 seconds. We're going to be starting with right here, the Braava Jet M6. That's created by iRobot, and it's actually not a vacuum. Just so you know, we're going to be going in order from least recommended to most recommended. So yeah, I don't really recommend this much. It does an okay job of mopping, but it's not that amazing. And in my opinion, you're better off doing it yourself with like the old pail and mop on a stick. But it's kind of cool in that it pairs with some of the high-end Roombas. Oh, one of them might be starting. Yep, that one's starting at a bizarre time. That is our Ecovacs Deebot Ozmo U2 Pro. And we're gonna move it here. I'm gonna go ahead and wait to start it until we're ready to talk about it. It's starting just a couple minutes early. The jet didn't start on time. This is the one that I wanted to talk about. This is the Proscenic M7 Pro, and I'm gonna help it out here so it can come forward. Let's look at the base real quick. That's a self-emptying base, so when the vacuum goes up to it, it sucks up all of the debris, so you don't have to empty the dustpan on your own. It's the most affordable robot vacuum that I've tested with a self-emptying station. It does just an okay job of cleaning. I found it has trouble with flour. I lay out flour as one of the tests. That's probably what you can see all over it. I kind of put these robots through hell, and so they end up looking kind of messy. I have not tested the mopping capabilities of this yet. This is the vacuum I'm currently testing. But yeah, it does pretty good with coffee grounds and kitty litter and pet hair. Now I'm going to touch on the U2 Pro here. This is a great value. It costs about $249, which is pretty close to $250 in my book. It just doesn't. Oh, it comes with 2 dustbins, including one that lets you vacuum and mop at the same time. The thing is it gets somewhat loud. It gets up to 68 decibels when it's on high, and when it's on low, it's 62 decibels, which is a little bit louder than normal conversation. I've got it on loud right now. Those decibel readings that I reference in this review are taken with a sound meter from about 12 inches away from the unit as it's cleaning. We got our next one about to start here. It's the Roborock S5 Max, which costs about $500 new. That's right here. It did poorly cleaning carpeting and corners in my tests, and it's, as you might be able to tell, it's a little bit loud. And it's also kind of big. It has this thing sticking up, which makes it hard for it to get under some furniture. For the most part though, I've noticed that it doesn't make too much of a difference, the height of the vacuum. Because most of them are around like 3 inches, give or take half an inch. I should also note that watching robotic vacuums clean can get very angering. You're just like, why is it doing that? It has its grand design that is beyond our comprehension as mere humans. I can assure you the Roborock S5 Max does a better job than that. But I think the YouTube Pro is about to, oh no, it's warring against other ones. And you see the Proscenic is kind of up all up on me. Next one I want to talk about is the Roomba E5, which is the most budget of the Roomba vacuums. It's only about $280. You can see it trying to get started over there. It made scheduling the robots a pain because it only works in 15-minute increments. I'm going to have to free it up here because it's going to just wreak havoc. You can see though, it was ready to jump into the fray. We're also going to get the Proscenic one out here. And let's get the S5 Max working. So the Roomba E5 is inexpensive for a Roomba, but it's also the worst performing. It doesn't come with any extras, and you can't set no-go zones, and it gets stuck easily. But if you want a cheap Roomba, there you go. Okay, the next one that's going is the Eufy G30 Edge. It's trying to dock on the Proscenic self-empty. And you've got the Proscenic and Roborock here dancing together. Anyway, the Eufy RoboVac G30 Edge is only $230. And I recommend it. Eufy's a good low-cost option in general. The Bissell started a little early. As you can hear, one of them is programmed to speak Chinese. That's the Roborock S6 MaxV. And we're going to bring it over here. And I'm going to get closer to our camera person so you can hear me better. Right here we've got the Roborock S6 MaxV. It's an update on my favorite robotic vacuum, the Roborock S6. And I still recommend the S6 over the MaxV. This thing costs $750, but it has video surveillance and you can set no-go zones. The thing I don't like about it is it kept getting stuck in my testing and it can be kind of loud. So we already had the Bissell here, the SpinWave already started. Costs about $250 and it's my top pick for pets. And it's pretty affordable for what you get. It has a cool spinning mop attachment. And it's got a good app and excellent, does an excellent job on corners and hardwood and has a small footprint. I'm going to free up the S5 Max right now. Looks about to start next. We're getting into more self-empty ones. Okay, we covered the SpinWave. Okay, here goes the Roomba i3 Plus entering the arena. It's great on carpeting and affordable for a self-emptying Roomba. It only costs about $500. It did well on hardwood. Pairs with Alexa. Most Roombas do pair. Well, actually, most of any of these vacuums pair with Alexa and Google Home. It didn't do so well. It didn't do so well in corners. Oh wait, no, there's the i3 Plus. As you can see, it has an attractive look to it. And you have to buy virtual barriers separately, which is kind of lame, since all the other Roombas you can, the higher end Roombas, you can just set up no-go zones in the app. For some reason they make it a higher end option, which they could easily add to the lower end products as well. And another thing with the i3 Plus is it gets kind of loud. Now we're going to look at the Roomba's most expensive vacuum, the S9 Plus. Again, self-emptying station. It's got a unique D-shaped design that's supposed to help it get into corners, but in my experience, it doesn't do so well in corners. It's the best robot vacuum I've tested on hardwood. It does very well cleaning up on hardwood, and does a pretty good job on carpeting too. Rarely gets stuck. You can set the no-go zones or virtual barriers in the app. And yeah, it's pretty loud. It's the loudest robotic vacuum I've tested. It gets up to 77 decibels on high. And our last vacuum is about to start here. The one I recommend the most. Again, it's a self-empty station. This is the Ecovacs Deebot Ozmo T8 AIVI, and I'm going to list all of these out in the description for this video, so don't worry about taking notes the whole time or going back. I probably should have said that at the start. I'm sorry if you've been taking notes this whole time. But yeah, this bad boy is my favorite. It's the best mop and vacuum combo of the ones I've tested. With $100, you can buy the Pro Mop system to add to it, and that's the best mopping system I've seen on a robotic vacuum. I wish the camera person would stop laughing. It has excellent performance on carpeting and hardwood. It's got video surveillance, and it's pretty quiet. But yeah, this is my collection of Beetles. I'm happy that our dog isn't losing his poop over this. I almost cussed. Sorry about that. I don't recommend running 11 Roombas robotic vacuums at once. I also don't recommend being in the same room as a running robotic vacuum because it can resuspend particles, and that can cause you some breathing issues, or you might get allergies. Oh God, there's one on me. There's one on me. Ah! End the video. End the video.